what's the pattern of this figure? Think of this as just a plane region covered by the dice. What's the plane region covered by the dice? And how can you calculate the number of dice that you would have if you had one of these that went, say, 100 layers? Now, layers are a little different. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. If we continue the pattern, what will those numbers be? Okay, if we go to 6 of these, and the pattern that mimics the pattern that we see here, and in case you need to, well, don't want to do that, okay, too slippery. How would those numbers scale up? How would the shape scale up? If you had one of these where we extended this for 100 more steps, adding, you know, a domino here and dominoes all along here and so forth, what kind of shape would you approach? What would it look like if there were 100 or 1,000,000? How many dice would there be? If we want a more regular shape, because this one isn't regular, it's longer than it is wide. If we want a more regular shape, we can pretty quickly rearrange this. Let's just see what we've got. Right there we've got a cross, and we're just going to fill it here. Okay? Now if we continue this pattern, we add another domino here, which our dice die, which means we can add another one here, another one here, and it looks like, to maintain the pattern, I'm losing track of what we've done. We have to do this. I've got too many of them there, but I'm going to put a couple here. We're losing it. Okay, well, do you see where I'm headed with this? Okay, how does this pattern build up, and how can you write that pattern mathematically? I'm not at all sure my alignment there, but you get the idea. You see how I'm building this one step at a time, and I'm running out of room, so I can't go any further. What kind of shape are we going to approach if we keep adding dominoes and repeating the pattern? Again, how can we write that pattern down? How can we describe that pattern? How can we give somebody instructions for building this pattern? If I've even built a coherent pattern, things look a little lopsided there.